one. And hopefully a good finish here. Team Liquid again have to be favourites, but we can talk a little bit more. Talk a little bit more about it when we're back. Obviously, for fantasy havers, Zera versus Knife. Who's going to play? That is the big question. All right, I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
No, you couldn't handle this. Everyone who battled me, they falling like a mirror.
Alright, what predictions saying? Team Liquid 62%? Nightmare on an upswing, obviously, after that SSG win, but this is going to be probably the toughest test yet, right? Why is Life Weaver so popular now? I mean, Jaehong has opened minds. You know, they say with age comes wisdom, and Jaehong can see something that no one else could at the time. Pioneer on Anna and Lifeweaver. Lifeweaver's the new Anna. Achieved enlightenment and bestowed it upon us. Wisdom and grace come with age. Case in point, right? Yeah, if you missed it, I mean, it's worth a watch because it's a really interesting... a really interesting composition that feels like it should be just worse in a lot of ways, right? Like, the tree's not the worst, though, honestly, but the window is quite often low value, especially into dive compositions. Ooh! Roster confirmation. Zera is in. Did anyone transfer in knife? Jonte might have. Something tells me Jonte might have. Wait, did knife get transferred out of Tree's Fantasy? Should we have... Let's see. Oh, I don't know how to open. Go in. Leaderboard. Not right now, Google. I'm down to 465. Piss off. Piss off at my end to 465. Alright, let's find Mr. Tree. No, he's kept knife. Kept knife here, okay. Just had a game with someone named LeBron with a Dallas profile picture. He said Chris traded him, can confirm. Tree could have just forgot. Yeah, there's ads. Yeah, there's Google ads here, so they're not too intrusive. You get the occasional Google pop-up, but it's not too bad. All the ads obviously go to support Toby with the running costs and to reward him for what he's made for us to all enjoy. So if you can turn off your ad block, if you can stomach a few, you know, a few offers of a free IQ test, it'll help Toby. Yeah, minus 4.5. 7 for Kellex. And now 2 more of my players are playing, so huge swing today. I need Infected and Rocket to go hard, kill 5 each fight, and both of them get out alive. Is Ryan playing this weekend? I asked him earlier, and he said yes. The real free IQ test was keeping Jwoo. So kill 4. This is why I'm not taking the IQ test on stream. Look, guys, I've been live since 9 AM, okay? Oh, appreciate it. I love interactive media. Yeah, there is a donation one as well. Painkiller's going to drop the self-boost here. Anyone else got a boost in Nightmare? Obviously, really in many ways, I don't think we were boosting Kellen as much as normal. So how much of that SSG result can we blame on the players? How much can we blame on the comps? How much can we blame on the coach? How much can we blame on ourselves for the lack of boost? Maybe we can rectify that here with a Nightmare boost. Get PK to the top. Alright, PK's not in. So, alright, any budget Ryan owners in a pretty good spot right now? Let's crank this game volume. Let's see, have I done the VOD thing? I have. Let me rename it before I forget, and this is GK Esports versus Space Station Gaming. Before I forget. And let's lock in Team Liquid versus Nightmare. Team Liquid looking to continue their bounce back from a disappointing stage 1.
Round 1.
Nightmare just continuing to punch up. Beat SSG all the way back in week 1. That was 2 weeks ago. And wait, Zero's not picked a hero. I think we might be copping a bit of a restart here. Yeah, expecting a restart here in this. Don't care if he's not playing, keep the boost coming. PK out, yes. So we saw, I guess, a bit of a teaser of it there, but the expectation is Ball here. He's probably on TikTok or something. Lock in. Disconnect to get knife in for fantasy. You're coping, Mila. You're coping. LeBron has given us the breakdown. 0%, 5 out of 6 players, 25% chat, 50% Seeker, 25% Hunter. LeBron has run the numbers. Knife isn't in, no DD. You're fucked. You and Jonte in the same boat, I think. The knife gambit has not paid off here. Missing your bed, Mr. Streamer? No, I'm okay. I've just been followed by knife. I'm anticipating this as a fake knife. I'm anticipating this as a LARPer. Yeah, this is a LARPer. It's a LARP situation, I reckon. I can smell a LARPer a mile off. Ramon says it's not. Wait, for real, knife? Alright, they didn't restart. They didn't restart? Alright, Zero's just a bit slow to mid here, so early position for Nightmare. It's really Knife? Alright, I'm sorry, Knife. I've been fooled before and I'm sour. Infected avoids getting booped into the well to begin with. He's been in Rack stream? Alright, you guys have convinced me. Apologies to Knife. But you're also not in, so you're lying about something here, Knife. We'll keep our eyes out for future maps. It's going to be a Winston ban coming through from Team Liquid to really enforce this ball mirror, but Nightmare put Rhino in, so they're probably quite happy to take this in reality. The problem is, Infected very much has the reputation as the best ball in all of America. So a tough matchup here on Well. For now, Tree is trying to swing out this left-hand side. More pressure coming through. The swing through from Lep. He's getting involved. He's killed Tree. Luke Mino's going to get traded in a result. Point for Zero on the board. Red Eyes with a gifted sub as well to Knife. Thank you, Red Eyes. Welcome, Knife. Real Knife, guys. I realised. Lep's going to get a second kill. I transferred out Lep, but I didn't factor in that Lep was going to hard carry versus Team Liquid. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. The Ana Lucio here, in theory, should be a more vulnerable backline compared to Team Liquid's, but not if Lep is just going to frag out like this. Nano's going to be in play for the next fight. Luke, we know, still be 17%, but should be in play. Infected's trying to tiptoe the point a little bit here, but hard to get the flip in a ball mirror, so they're going to have to get some kills before they can transfer this in. Nano comes through onto Tree to take the duel, but Chronic is on the run, but not on the run enough. Infected secures the kill now. Long range across, pulse bomb trade is good from Rocket. Infected kill, Rocket kill. I like what I see. Fantasy points in the bag. Nano comes out now onto Rocket. Get some more points with your Rocket. Onto the back line now. That'll do it. Deletes Vega off that one. Thinking about hunting the Ana. RuPaul was giving him a slip a little bit here. Nightmare still in control of point this entire time. So Rocket doesn't need more now. They can just stabilize around point. Maybe clean up some of these players behind. Zero does not manage to play his life. Rhino chases down that kill. And a great start for Nightmare. Long range take aim shot doesn't quite confirm the kill. The Team Liquid having a hard time getting in. They need to wait for Zero's respawn. Infected starts tiptoeing point again. Trying to find a bit of space in. Mines onto the point. Don't know what we've really found with this. We've separated the backline, but Luke Mino's going to pivot around. Counter mines on point from Rhino as well. And this is going to stop Zero getting much deeper with this one. Has to clear these mines. Lep, you just see him. He is skating around. Lep is playing with the dive. Minimal support for Luke Mino, but Luke Mino's really been fine during all of this, honestly. Gonna stabilize. Bola comes out from Tree, confirms the kill onto Chronic. Beat will not save him from that. Luke Mino didn't get the beat either, so this beat keeps him alive for a second, but no meaningful kills. Vega's rally, though, allows the rest of Team Liquid to swing onto point. Zero on the hunt, got that extra rally armor for now, but Nade is good onto Luke Mino, hunting that kill. Sleep saves him from the ball, but can't save him from Zero. And Team Liquid now look like they can finally flip the point, get themselves back on this. One more death on point, potentially, for Rhino here. Gets him all the way up to 96%. So all they need now is one good fight, Nightmare. One good retake. Bit dry on ultimates, of course, but they've got plenty of time to get another swing. Luke Mino will have the Nano very soon as well. Interesting choice for Nano targets here. Freya actually a pretty reasonable target in a lot of these situations. We saw Tree get the last one and force Natural. Might just be similar to when we see some of these Echo mirrors where the Echoes tank both Nanos and we just get a Nano boosted fight in the sky. Rhino trying to harass in his backline, make a bit of space for his team. Going top left now instead. Left is already up there looking to stage in this next dive. They want trades here. I don't know if RuPaul has the defensive Nano perk. Probably not by now. Yeah, probably not by now. I think we're still just on single perks. Now the Nano comes in onto Tree looking for it. Luke Mino has thrown his out now already, and Chronic's just going to die to this Nano Tree. I didn't even see the Nano. Maybe I'm too tired and not locked in. I'll do better. Oh, the dive though is good. Let has ditched Luke Mino. He is on the dive. He's helping his team get kills, and it's working out so far for Nightmare here. Let a page out of Charong's book, really, with how aggressive he's playing this Lucio in these compositions in the Lucio Ana. And now Infected, he can get one more touch. He has to keep trying to trigger the overtime. There's going to be mines this time, though. Tries to slam his way through really hard for Infected. Counter mines at the choke, and now the touch is, well, it's Nightmare difficulty. Vega's going to tiptoe on. Infected's mines are out, creating a little bit of space. Bowler comes through from Tree, trying to do it all himself, but can't do it, completely outnumbered. And Nightmare take the first round in the ball mirror.
Hey there.
Would Fitz be proud of Lep now? Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, I'm going to crack another cold one. Help me through this last series. Back to backing them. Lep's done so much there. You got like 9 and 1 for Lep. Minimal healing, obviously, because he is in. We are on speed. We are in the dive. I dropped Lep this week in favor of Grapes. We'll see if that comes back to bite me. But plenty of time left in the series still. Rocket, 0 deaths. That's what I love to see. Vega, 0 kills. 0 limbs. Not what we like to see. Pepsi Max is the drink. Alright, Lucio Ana Mirror now. Full on. Infected's going to stage behind early. Looking for this setup. Another grapple available now. Looks to get onto this Freya. Just Spider-Manning his way up there. Trying to find a bit of a slam through onto this. Wants to put pressure onto the Freya. Just circling around him right now. And Infected's taken a lot of attention while Rhino has lost all of his HP during his same attempt here. So earlier space for Team Liquid. But space is always a bit volatile here in these ball mirrors. It's going to be a lot of high mobility people moving around. And Tree has found a kill onto Luke Mino during all of this. That's the main source of healing gone. So Nightmare need to win quickly. They need kills. They conceded a flip as well. And it looks like really, yeah, the body language here, they're just posturing to get out after that early death. They'll go pick Luke Mino back up and play retake. Choice now for Team Liquid about how far forward they hold, but I think the choice is not that far forward at all. If you hold too far forward, obviously the ball can just force the C9. So instead, Team Liquid, they're just going to set up shop on the point, play the fight from there. You see Vega actually playing aggressively on the left here with Zera. Tree's going to get another opening pick. Not seen too much of Tree's Freya because I missed the double in week 1. But people were telling me Tree was pretty good at it, and there we go. Lep on a little bit of a tour of first point, but he's not going to make it home to tell his family about that one. Now more take-aim bolts across the map, and Tree's just not missing. Tree just owns Ruins right now. Nobody can take a single bit of space. Luke Mino still building up to that first nano. But Tree is the real problem to deal with here for Nightmare. Taking this trade, looking for options. Bit of tracer pressure comes out, but recall has been forced. Tree is going to go forward, though. He's got the nano. It's a very long-range duel he's been forced to take. He's going to try and turn onto the Lucio, but God knows where Lep has gone at this point. He's on an adventure. They're all trying to regroup now on point. A wasted nano, and Luke Mino nearly has his turn. Pulse bomb available for Rocket as well. Eyes on this Ana. Stick is good. No way to save RuPaul from that. They've lost Rhino on the point, though, so Infected can keep this contested for a long time. Hard to convert for retake now, but they have ults to throw in if they want Nightmare. Nano comes through onto Chronic to take the duel. Does win that one on Tree with the help of that nano boost. Now Chronic can turn back, try and deal with this ball. Kills that one as well. Just stall on point now coming through, and they will get the flip eventually. Big kill to kick that one off. The Pulse Bomb there is the difference maker. The Copters fall apart a lot with the Ana. And with the way the Lucios are both going to play quite aggressive, we see Lep really just getting involved a bit more with the ball and the dives. Vega playing a little bit more to support Zera in this sort of classic sort of two-man side fight situation. Cross-mapper from Chronic, okay. honestly, from word on the street, what people say about these Freyas, it's really possible. This matchup right now is the two best Freyas in North America going toe-to-toe on this hero. And they've both had a couple of moments already on this Ilios. Veigar now has the beat slightly quicker than Lep in this retake. Infected can start with the mines, forces this Freya into the sky. Chronicle deep peek, but Lep has killed RuPaul. Lep is actually just fragging out. The trades are good, and Lep not only fragging out, but he clears it. Rhino's losing a lot of HP on these dives, but crucially this time survives and gets to the Mega. Team Liquid are going to be forced to reset and retake. And Nightmare now starting to look in a pretty good position. Mines advantage as well as the beat to match Veigar's. A great position to maybe even close out this Ruins and close out this first map. Swing through from Rhino. He's taking a lot of damage. He needs to get healed up here. Beat from Lep only catches 2. Veigar's beat catches 4. Not a great look, but they still have the mines as Tree swings onto point here. Wants to take that Freya jewel. Pressure onto Chronic. Getting forced back. Infected is chasing that kill. More pressure onto Chronic. They can't find it. Veigar's coming to try and finish the job right now. Veigar can finish the job. Zero was keeping Luke Mino busy in main as well. Team Liquid are good for the retake. Not before Rocket gets a kill. RuPaul nanos to save himself more than anything, but it doesn't save himself. Nightmare still get the kill. This nano might be wasted. Zero's 1 HP. He's cleaned up on point. Rocket now coming back in to keep a point contested. Veigar's going to swing on to this one. But Nightmare have control of a point. Infected has to play his life. They have to play to get another fight with RuPaul. But Luke Mino, he's going to have the nano. RuPaul with the emergency Moira swap now. Infected nearly has another mines ready to go. Eyes on this nano. Probably going Chronic's direction, right, to take this duel. Infected on 1 HP. Nano onto Chronic right now. They've lost Lep. The pulse bomb misses from Rocket as well. Need Chronic to find something with this nano. Infected is solo. They're all solo, but they're falling everywhere. Chronic's nano doesn't find anything off screen. Rocket will play his life. Thank you, I appreciate it, Rocket. Rhino will keep getting the touch for now, but they don't have control of point. They can extend it. Rocket dies now. Rhino's awfully low as well, and there's a bowler coming back, but there's going to be mines on point. The slam has been used now, meaning Infected can drop these mines with none of them being cleared, and Lep is going to fall straight into that one. Bowler out from Chronic, just optimistic across the map. Tied up 1-1. Chris Fury? Yes, fuck. It's actually looking really Chris Fury-able. Why didn't Rocket just post bomb the ball? I think he thought he didn't need to. Like, they just would have had it anyway. Lep is giving Trent Alexander-Arnold. I can see it. Honestly, I can see it. Alright, all to play for now. Moving on to Lighthouse. Really don't expect the comps to shift all that differently, but maybe Luke Mino's got a curveball for us. So's Chronic, actually. Tracer, Sombra with a Baptiste. Alright. Probably, honestly, expect more of the same, where Lep is going to be unleashed. And Luke Mino's just going to be playing his own life at the back of the map here. He's trying to give him the jukes, jump between those high grounds. Early pressure onto Infected. They actually wanted to bait out that dive. Chronic was baiting his Baptiste there, looking for the ball punish. Doesn't find it, though. Infected gets away with his life, but a lot of damage means a bit of space to work with now for Nightmare, as Luke Mino is going to take over. Got himself on the high ground. He can just play this position. You see him jumping over the rooftops, jumping to the high grounds. Infected trying to pressure him. Luke Mino, just a bit of aim practice here on the ball. Pokes him out, and Team Liquid are forced to retake. Obviously, the BAP, actually, matchup-wise into the Freya, not too bad, right? Lamp for the bowler, can shoot back. Seen an increased amount of BAP for the first time in a while, really, in OWCS. Pressure from Rocket as they take this fight inside, but a lot of support there for Zero, so Rocket can't commit to the fight just yet. Luke Mino has had to lamp here in the mini, or in the mega rather, in the pool room. They're going to chase this ball out. Rocket is on his case, trying to get him all the way. Infected is low, but Rocket can't find the kill. Instead, prioritizes point, does not want to give that flip. And now Rhino is there to help chase down this Tracer kill. Zero's been forced all the way out. The flip, though, the flip! They get back in time to deal with it, but they've lost Lep. The back and forth, pulling them back to point constantly, has left Lip stranded there versus Zero. Now a chance for Team Liquid. Back on the brig is Veigar. Player advantage for Team Liquid as well. Post bomb only onto the wall from Rocket. Can't find anything, has to reset. HP advantage for Infected as well. A boop in. Oh, off the map, but obviously the Freya can fly, making it difficult for that Tracer to confirm the kill. They double down onto Zero. They force the recall, but the recall is all they force. Luke Mino has for window, but boy, is this a tricky ult to use in this type of matchup. Really just has to use it for himself, and when he thinks he can confirm a kill with it. Team Liquid get the flip due to that pick. Luke Mino's going to drop the window, has to lamp immediately because there is a Nano Freya in his face. Luke Mino is in the corner. He's taking care of it. Rhino wants to find the trades, but they get out of that. Zero good for the cleanup right now. And a good hold for Team Liquid in all of that. Now with the Anna Brig iteration, should be more survivable, especially Lighthouse, a very good map for the Anna Brig. We see Zero lurking early with this pulse bomb. Might be winning even to trade it for the lamp. If you can trade it for the lamp before the fight really begins, you can really put Luke Mino in a very vulnerable situation to infect his next dive. But trying to rotate in, Chronic still doesn't have this EMP. Looking for the Freya here. There is the hack. Tree is in big trouble. Down to 1 HP. They finish the kill. Luke Mino's had his recall, or had his lamp forced in the back. And it is a 1-for-1 trade, all things in. Chronic nearly has this EMP. Pulse bomb comes out. I think that was just onto the ball. Lots of damage onto Rhino, and Zero will chase down that kill after the pulse. Takes that kill, and Nightmare are going to be forced to reset again. They're trying to find the Sombra, but every hero can just fly over the rooftops in this comp. So it's tricky. EMP coming back, but choice now for Nightmare. Do they use the EMP to counter Infected's next engage, or do they try and use it aggressively to confirm kills with the dive? Chronic is moving towards point now, so it might just be a clear point angle. They are forcing point. They want Infected to come in here. EMP just onto Infected. He tags it. He was hacked. I think Zero's caught as well. Yeah, Lep confirms that kill. Now Tree has to be careful. There's mines inside and there's Lep outside. Pick your poison. Lep with 2 kills to open this retake up, and Nightmare not quite done yet. Healing up the ball as the flip goes through. And Luke Mino has beat for this next fight. Infected shouldn't be getting out of this one. Off the map, reset for him. And it's all going to come down to this final fight. Vega used the rally and all of that too. So Team Liquid looking pretty shy of ultimates. Nightmare, just a beat push, kill the backline, then clean up point. They can't really fight forward because of the nature of playing against Bull Tracer, and literally leaves point 2 open. You can see him looking for it. Tree trying to land some bolts to help with that dive. Rhino looking for the flyby. Hits the slam onto Vega. No great follow-up now. Team Liquid are starting to force point here. Trying to move Tree into another position. Denies for Hackner. Beat push comes through now. And this is the timing now for Nightmare. They need kills with this. Vega will fall first as they try and keep point contested. With heading into overtime soon. 10% away. Good trade onto Lep afterwards. But Tree needs more. He's too low. Rocket finishes him off. Team Liquid are falling. Infected can keep a point contested. RuPaul has a nano available as well. But Infected is hacked up on point. Has to try and play his life. Needs Zero to take over the touch. Zero will do just that. Blinks all the way through. Vega is back on Lucio to help out. Boop and Nano onto Infected here. The window from Luke Mino. Can he find kills? Vega's 1 HP. Rocket hunts it down. Not too much more to shoot with the window, but Nade is good. Sombra's behind. The lamp comes out. Can Tree finish the kill? Might not matter as Rocket's killed the backline while all of this goes on. Zero. Desperation pulse bomb to try and clutch it, but nothing doing. Zero saves his KD. Fantasy players rejoice. But the real people who should be rejoicing is Nightmare. They've taken the first map off Liquid in the ball mirror. All in. God damn. Choose outcome. Nightmare. Complete prediction. There we go. Some big winners in all of that. 96k for Jam. 77 for Tractor Kid. 55 for Trevont. 46 for Steph, 46 for XONC, 38 for Deb. Boring Byron is now rich and boring, which is good enough. Hadouken King as well, 23k. Valraw, SC30Z, nearly missed you. Alright, we got some big winners here. Does this mean that Lucio Bap is back? I mean, honestly, right now, you talk about meta, right? And there are better heroes. We see lots of Barista, we see lots of Hazard. But it's everything's just in play, right? You know? We see Anna, we see Lucio, we see Bull here. We've seen Lifeweaver Bap, we've seen Bap Lucio. Everything's in play. Let me show you, I can show you some points while we... that's the wrong one. Let's move on to the second series of North America today. And let's see who was the big winner. I'm hoping for big scores for Infected and Rocket for myself. All right. Infected 4.5, 0 4.5, Rocket 8. Bang. Lep and Luke Mino get 1 apiece. Even though Lep got a lot of kills, there was a decent amount of deaths following that as well. Chronic also only on 1. Tree on -4. Vega -4. Rupal -1. Rocket the big winner out of that. Little timeout from T in there going through as well. You sold Rocket. I was a Lep seller, a Rocket keeper. Vega Tree, 22 deaths combined. Yeah, some of it is part of a course with a Lucio Anna. But yeah, Tree, certainly. You look at like the Freya matchup there. Obviously, Chronic had a round on Sombra as well, which would have led to less deaths. Sold Ziad for Painkiller. Oof. Yeah. I mean, like, I'd be shocked if we don't see Painkiller at some point in this series. Team Liquid are taking us to New Junk City. Remember, as much as Bull is very much known as Infected's hero, and I know he's lost the Bull mirror here, Orisa is also another one of his strongest heroes. So in terms of the meta swing, who are the winners and the losers? Have to say, Team Liquid are on the winner's side of this, right? And Knife is getting subbed in. I mean, Knife did tell us. Oh, crud. Pivot here between the Knife owners and Zero owners. I imagine a lot of Painkiller owners are hoping to see Painkiller's name as well. New Junk City, you can't play Bull. Come on, grow up. Yeah, there we go. Painkiller is in, so boost at the ready. Is it Rhine time? I mean, possible, right? They did play Rhine last time, but Infected's also very good at Orisa. And we could always start Rhine for a bit of a surprise opening, like a Sim May. Sim May Rhine opening we saw from Team Liquid before. Could play that into the Orisa, but if I'm them, I'm not scared of the Orisa mirror either. Alright, the boost coming in. We get confirmation of the bans as well. It's going to be a Sojourn ban for Team Liquid here. Forcing the Freya mirror. Okay. I imagine there's a part of this from Team Liquid that want to protect their DPS, right? Which, again, leads me to believe we might be in some kind of Sim May situation. So, yeah, it might be Sim May Rhine. That would explain why they're so keen to do that. But Nightmare are going to ban the Juno instead. But could still just run, I mean, a quite classic Bap Lucio version of the Rhine if they want. Not a bad hero for Rupal, is it? You're so down for it, are you, DD? Yeah, I'm shocked. Colour me surprised. See, I mean, they could have just banned the Rhine as well, honestly, but is it worth it to invest it just to deal with that? I guess there's a question here of the Orisa May Sim is kind of designed to actually shred the Orisa with all the you know, the 2 beams. Is there an argument that actually, you know, Hazard is one of Painkiller's best heroes? They just play Hazard, Kiri, Lucio if you're Nightmare instead. Maybe a Freya. Maybe a Genji. It's not the greatest hero into May Sim. Honestly, Venture would be better. I mean, Rocket he just bloody love the Tracer, right? Could just play the Tracer. The good thing about Tracer is it's always kind of an alright pick, you know? Alright, eyes on the Team Liquid one. Hoping for a bit of Rhine shenanigans here. Rhine May Sim. We've seen it in their playbook before. But maybe it'll be something more standard and it will just be Knife playing the Sombra. There we go. Sorry, guys. I thought we were going to get a Rhine. I thought we were. No idea. Consulting the prediction algorithm. 61.59% confidence in Team Liquid. Slightly more confidence than the people here. And now we're going to see an Orisa mirror. Knife on the sim for the TP out of spawn. Honestly, look, could just keep it. Could just keep it. It's not a bad hero for Knife, and it's decent enough in this matchup, and it allows you to get an earlier space. But no, Knife is going to swap to the Sombra. Rocket is playing the Genji instead. Don't know how much I've really seen in terms of Rocket Sombra before. So we'll see if it's in his locker, but an Orisa, Kiri, Lucio, Mirror. Not seeing too much of Painkiller on this hero myself either, so eyes on that one. Infected is certainly a pretty tall test to begin with. Oh, but Rocket's going to take Tree out, and Tree... Early death for him. Now a huge advantage here for Chronic. They can just take over, play front to back now. Rocket getting involved. Leper's dealt with the Sombra threat as well. And a nice, easy fight for Nightmare. Alright, the boosts seem to be working. We only took a couple of boosts to win that first fight. Imagine the power level Painkiller can reach with more. Nice quick fight means no ults, and we'll get a full neutral now from the retake. But retaking this choke in a neutral, Orisa be Orisa Mirror. You know, Orisa's so good at holding corners, containing teams, stuffing teams into chokes. It's Knife who tries to find the opening for him. Hack onto Lep, which forces a DP. Virus into the wall only. Now eyes on Chronic. Not really cloaks up, just going to try and force point instead here. Knife will DP as Rocket comes to mirror in that position, but now they've cleared the Sombra. A chance for Rocket. Freedom onto this backline. Dash in to try and force RuPaul's TP. Does do it, but RuPaul TP's forward. 1-for-1 trade with Painkiller. Kitsune rush over the top from Luke Mino, and with the reduced healing, no chance to clean it up. Rocket's got the full pocket to finish this fight off. Nightmare are good for a second one. A late kill onto Lep. Can Knife get out too? He can. Might be on Knife to touch here too, but if Knife can touch... Real opening for Team Liquid. Oh, but Knife has been scouted. Forced further back. Still has time to set up and touch again. And they can force a pretty extended fight here, potentially, in a fight in which Team Liquid will have that Kitsune rush advantage. Now setting up, and Infected's already on point. All of Team Liquid are retaken. Now the Freya duel comes in. Chronic on the back foot, but Lep and Luke Mino are there. They find kills on both DPS, and that's going to be just a nothing burger of a retake for Team Liquid. They got the touch with time to spare, but no chance to invest any of those ults. And oh, wow. Wow. Nightmare just... a top 2 team. I mean, I liked the look of this Nightmare roster, but I didn't really expect them to crack what I thought was going to be a top 3 in North America. So yeah, hell of a start here. Winning the Ilios, and a great start on New Junk City. Terra Surge be available, and Luke Mino's done a pretty good job catching up to this, but as we were talking earlier when Chrissy was here, EMP timings. Okay, well, one way to solve an EMP timing, a way to counterplay it. Shoot this bloody Sombra in the head. Rocket's just gonna kill 2. Okay, Rocket. Thank you, Jaxo, as well, for the tier 1. Welcome. And Rocket is on it today. Is Liquid just cursed, or Nightmare just cracked? They've got all 5 ults for this next fight. It's a 10 ulter. EMP... big value though, remember. Eyes on Knife now. It looks like he's been scouted and forced out again as Team Liquid try and creep up a little bit of space. TP forward there from RuPaul. Starts with the Kitsune rush. Blade in the back. Luke Mino's going to match it. Lep with a beat over top. Vega and Lep's beats both go off successfully. EMP comes through over top of everyone, but the tail end of that beat keeps them safe for now. And it's actually Tree who falls first. They keep playing on the Kitsune rush. Rocket has got Vega isolated. They're all over him. They've lost Luke Mino on point, so it's only Lep's healing now, but they are pushing the advantage. And look at Chronic, uncontested here on the high ground, takes him down. And Nightmare good for a second fight in a row. Only the bowler from Tree not invested into that, mainly because he didn't get a chance. So Knife is given up now on the Sombra. It's just going to be a Genji mirror. Tree with the bowler for the retake. Knife trying to take a bit of space on the side here. Tree's going to swing out in main, look for that bowler opportunity. Trying to catch for Lucio, doesn't hit the first bolt. Bit more space, tries to poke it out. They've triggered overtime now. They need another touch. They need another touch. Tree has to get it in the end as Painkiller is body blocking the Orisa, but Tree survives getting that touch. Still has the bowler. Low HP Rocket. Take aim, finishes the job. They've lost Knife, so it's a 4v4. Bowler still available for Tree. He's 5 HP, pocketed through it. Lep is hunting him down. Lep confirms the kill. Lep continues to frag out of control on the Lucio here, and now Infected on the back foot. Suzu comes through, they keep it contested, but Chronic, an uncontested Freya is a big problem, and he will clean everything up. Lep with a couple of final blows here as well. 2 rounds in a row for Nightmare. No opportunity for that bowler, couldn't find the connect. And Nightmare, a 2-round advantage. Team Liquid on the ropes. I mean, I can't say I saw it coming. Can't say I saw it coming. But credit to Nightmare. It's an honest mirror. Tree now still with the bowler for the retake. Chronic has one of these own. A quicker Kitsune rush for Luke Camino was the big one. And Team Liquid maybe have to really consider a disengage if this Kitsune rush comes out. They walk up now, kind of get Tree a meaningful position. Lep is on the flank aggressively here on the side. Fight the bowler to catch it, and Lep eats that one in the face. The bowler took a while to come out, but Tree is good for it. Will get traded out by Chronic. So now Chronic in theory has free reign over this fight. RuPaul TP's in. Him and Knife get a kill. Bowler trade going for it. No, was it Suzu? No, Knife's just really low. Doesn't confirm the kill. Team Liquid are going to trade their way out of it. Support's getting all the value there. Rocket not quite done. Yeah, he wants to blade. He was so low HP. The way he's been playing, he believes in everything. He had Lep with him, but he gets shut down immediately. I mean, reach for the stars and you'll land on the clouds, right? Rocket's going to take the Tracer Mirror. He was swapping hero, guys. Come on, he was swapping hero, and that's why he threw away the blade. Bakeler is 1 HP, actually. Does have a Terror Surge, but has to use both cooldowns and mack it all the way out. So this retake is going to have to slow down for a second while they get Painkiller his cooldowns back. Establish themselves at the choke. So ult advantage is significant for Team Liquid in all of this. Remember, Kitsune Rush will start from RuPaul. The beat doesn't even come out, and they're just going to eco this one, I think. Painkiller's going to one-shot as that one comes through. Looking for the late kills here. Team Liquid trying to hunt everyone down. Quick Kitsune Rush and done, and now the ult situation looks a little bit more manageable, right? Terror Surge and Beat versus Terror Surge, Beat and Blade. The problem is, the Blade and even the Bowler from Tree, these ults combo very nicely with the Terror Surge. You can even kill through a lot of that beat over health here. So the combos are available for Liquid. Nightmare just have to rely. And actually, Nightmare are going to flip the point here. Yeah, Team Liquid pushed out. They flip a point. They're taking a lot of space now. Painkiller's coming through. He has that Terror Surge. He's taking a lot of damage. Suzu comes through. Terror Surge onto the Blade. The beat to keep going. Knife is looking for a valuable target. Chasing down the backline. Can't find it. Painkiller separated underneath. A chance for Team Liquid to chase that one down, but they can't find him. Painkiller's made his way all the way to point. They flip the point, but no support. The supports can follow Painkiller on that rotation, but they can come now, and they're pocketing Chronic through. Terror Surge to save it from Infected, but only one kill. Trading still out. Infected's going to get himself over to point. Looking for the Javelin. It's good onto Chronic as well. 1 HP. Trees end up killing himself. It is Lep versus Infected, and Orisa versus Lucio. Lep has to take the fight. It's into overtime. Fortify comes out. Lep is on the run. Infected hunts him down. Painkiller's able to take over the touch. Nightmare are not quite done with it yet. Luke Camino is coming back with Kitsune Rush. Painkiller needs it like right now. Luke Camino's going to drop it, though. He has it. Team Liquid have no ults to respond with. They have to slow it down. They have to disengage. Knife catches for Suzu on point to continue to live. Pulse bomb over for Rocket. Knife finds the kill. Painkiller trades it out, though. Freya Jewel in the sky as well. Both Freyas getting full pocket. Bowler available for Chronic. Nightmare do not want to give this one up. 4v4. The point is still contested. They have control of it here, Team Liquid. Nightmare cannot give up any of this space. Night taking the Jewel. The bolts come out. Chronic wins the Jewel. Bowler available now to drop onto Infected, and they might just be winning this clutch. Infected is out of cooldowns. Don't even need the Bowler. The power, the importance of Freya in this matchup cannot be understated. The ability to win these duels, and if that enemy Freya goes down, the freedom you get to influence the fight, colossal. Chronic wins another crucial duel there and sets his team up to maybe just 3-0 him on New Junk City. Team Liquid fighting for their lives here now. They have the Kitsune Rush, but they have to push through a potential Terror Surge plus DPS ult combo. So really not straightforward. RuPaul's Suzu is going to be crucial. Actually, a very early Suzu out of Luke Camino. If Rocket can get this Suzu out early with the Pulse Bomb, it really sets up the combo for Nightmare. But they are full. Lots of eyes on Rocket right now. He's still going to try and encroach. Now he comes to take the fight on point instead, just trying to poke out and soften up the Orisa. Pulse Bomb on the floor, deflected actually from Knife. He is low. The Bowler connects from Chronic, though, so Tree gets taken out. No DPS, no chance to use this combo. The Kitsune Rush on point. RuPaul finds one, but he needs to kill everyone himself. Infected is going to Terror Surge just to play his life. RuPaul has found a second kill. He TP's there. They're also low. Painkiller's going to clean it up. It's a 3-0 for Nightmare. They win the clutch. They win everything. And they're 2 maps up against Team Liquid, and Team Liquid are getting smoked right now. On matches and comps, that should be good for them. Wow. Wow. Alright, should we look at some numbers? My god, I transferred an Infected, didn't I? I transferred in Infected. Infected is positive 1.5. 0 is positive. Oh, wait, sorry, that's for total scores. Let me scroll down. For the map, Infected is -3. Tree is -5. Knife is -2.5. Vega is -3.5. RuPaul is 0. Flip side of things, Luke Mino on a big 6. Top scorer on that map. 5.5 for Rocket. 3 for Lep. 3 for Chronic. 4 for Painkiller. Total scores on the doors. So far, 2 maps in. Rocket leading the way with 13.5. Then, I want to say, yeah, Luke Mino on 7. 4.5 for Rhino. 4 for Painkiller, obviously the tank sharing points. 4.5 for Zero as well. 4 for Chronic. 1.5 for Infected. I transferred in Infected. Instead of Kellen, who scored 15. I need a reverse sweep for Team Liquid here. A reverse sweep where Rocket doesn't die once. Oh, the specifics I need now to save my week in fantasy. On the wrong side of things, Knife on a slight negative after that one. Vega on -7.5. RuPaul slight negative -1. Tree on the -9. And alright, what is the choice now if you are Team Liquid? You have tried for Bull Comp, that should be good for you. You have failed there. You have tried for Orisa Comp, that should be good for you. You have failed there. We have to go to a dive map. We have to go to Gibraltar or something. Play like Winston and a Brig. Can't necessarily protect the Winston, sure. But, Runa Sappy is the choice. Not the direction I was expecting at all here from Team Liquid. Yeah, I've played quite a lot of FM. Quite a lot of FM. $109K on TL. We've got a believer. We've got a believer. Team Liquid, 84% of the predictions. People will not believe in the 3-0. Sorry, I just saw it, Sky. Maybe sent it a while ago on YouTube chat, Sky. But yeah, Rocket and Infected feed in my fantasy team right now. Or maybe much more Rocket than Infected after that map. Fuck. My Infected Gambit is not good. And they play GK next week. Oh my god, I should have just got Ziad. I just need to grow the fuck up and get Ziad, don't I? I just need to grow up and get Ziad. Zera back in map number 3. Crow up? Yeah, I'll crow up as well. Might have the highest scoring fantasy player this week being Tread in a loss. That's outrageous. I mean, the way the fixtures have turned out for this week 3 is we've had a lot of the top teams in regions playing each other and a lot of the bottom teams in the region playing each other, which leads to a lot of close games, regardless of where in the table they're fighting for. Fight like a crow. Good reference. Chat sleeping on Ryan this week. I actually need grapes to be my differential. Am I cooked, chat? Alright, Team Liquid with the Hazard ban. But then they just play Orisa, right? And Nightmare are going to ban Genji with Zera in. Obviously, seems reasonable enough. Force Sombra or Tracer instead. I mean, it's not like Zera is bad at Tracer, right? But it's not Zera on Genji. You cannot eggs. The rosters are locked. Prediction using random forest model. Team Liquid is predicted to win 68.10% confidence. We'll see. We'll see prediction algorithm. All right. So they're going to double down on the Orisa then? This ain't against you at all, but The ads are playing like nothing's wrong, but your stream is choppy for me. I have had a bunch of internet issues today. Yeah, the Pred should be up as well. All right, we're going to the maps, and the Preds will close soon. Yeah, I don't know. I've had internet issues today, but it has seemed a little bit stable in this last bit. So yeah, I'm not sure if I can help with that. How does the Pred thing work? It's based on win rates from the Stage 1 data. So it's not completely up to date, but it basically, I don't know the details of it. No idea, very kindly made it. But it's based on the data there. It takes the bans into account, and it takes the win rates on maps into account, and it tries to spit out a prediction based off that. I don't know how the math works, though. That's beyond my pay grade. Thank you, Paul and Palanspatch. It's Palanspatch for the tier 1 as well. 6 months of that too. Very much appreciate it. All right. Gates are opening, and Team Liquid find themselves in a situation where they need to reverse sweep, and they have opted into another Orisa mirror. Juno Brig for choice from Team Liquid. Juno Kiri for choice from Nightmare. Lep on Juno. Extra healing, not dying. I'm feeling like that could be good for the Lep owners. I sold Lep, of course, so I'm going to be doing a series of cries at the end of this. Initial HP trade from the Orisas goes very much in Infected's favour, but he's a bit low on cooldowns now, and both Orisas are going to have to concede the space. We see Zero and Rocket on the top side of our screen duking this one out, but you can also see Luke Mino helping Rocket a little bit more than Vega can. Vega can support from distance with Pats, but Luke Mino, he can get lethal with it instead. Team Liquid's advantage is in the core of the roster base around the Orisa, and they are winning that HP trade onto Painkiller. Nightmare are conceding space, but not all of it. Rocket is trying to keep a robot contested as Zero is trying to take the piss a little bit and steal some meters while this fight happens. Rocket now comes in looking for the dive. More pressure as Infected wants to take more space here. Rocket still looking for an angle on the cut. He's going to swap sides actually. More pressure onto this Orisa. Gold is running out. Vega's come to mark that Tracer. Needs to keep Infected alive in this advanced position. He is so low though, as is Tree. They are trying to back all the way up. Infected on 1 HP for torpedoes, for bolts. It's so much damage. They have no HP, Team Liquid. They kept gaining space, but eventually they couldn't sustain in that position, and the pushback from Nightmare opens it up. And actually, because they lost this HP trade multiple times early on, they've actually done a fair amount of healing too here. So Luke, Mino and Lep slightly ahead on this ult charge, and we could be in a snowball situation here if Nightmare are able to take a quick fight. Rocket lurking on the left-hand side with this pulse bomb as well. Trying to get a bit of scouting information. You saw him ping the Tracer now, so Nightmare will be expecting this Tracer to come in behind him. Painkiller's actually there marking it. Prey will exchange bolts, but Pulse Bomb is good onto the Juno? Chill out, will you, Rocket? Outrageous. Now the Kitsune Rush comes through, Tree is deleted, and Team Liquid have no choice but to die on point. Outrageous start to the fight. They still have to use the Kitsune Rush, so it's a 2 for nothing, but it will secure checkpoint for Nightmare, and they can keep pushing here. A replay of this one. Let's see it, Rocket. Just catches him unawares, drops the pulse bomb on his back. Rupal can fly away, but just creates a firework in the sky. Rocket lurking again for this early engage. Team Liquid do have ult advantage here. Rocket looking for a bit of early pressure, baiting out some of the aggression. The payload, the robot is still moving forward. Vega comes to mark this Tracer out. Rocket is now completely on the run. We'll be able to reclaim this Mega and keep that position. Now the Ray Trade on point comes through. Team Liquid have more ults to throw into this one. It's a Terror Surge that comes through main, but Lep is fighting for his life in the back right now. The Bowler combo though from Chronic and the Terror Surge. It lands. Rupal was caught in that one. Rally from Vega to try and turn the fight in their favor, but they've lost Tree. Painkiller is low HP. Infected can win that one, but needs to regroup with Vega. Maybe he doesn't need to regroup with Vega. Vega's getting it done himself. They've lost Infected on point. Now it is just Vega alive. Looking for him right now. He's trying to run. He dies. And Nightmare full steam ahead. 3 ults invested from Team Liquid for a fight loss. Didn't find a chance to combo any of those ults there in terms of the Pulse Bomb or the Bowler. And Nightmare continue to gain meters. Zero has Pulse Bomb. Rocket has Pulse Bomb again. Zero's going to blink and swap to this left-hand side, just trading HP. Zero's going to move over to a flank opportunity here. They should have seen him coming. You can see already, little peek from Luke Mino, keeping check on him. But Vega is supporting Zero into this position. Zero now has an opportunity behind with this Pulse Bomb, but they need to play around Suzu here, or it will just be saved. Eyes on Lep. Chronic's going to try and drop on him as well. Rocket's found his way onto the backline as well. Torpedoes, and it's actually a Rive again taken for Rocket's Pulse Bomb ends up killing Zera somehow. Don't think it was a stick onto him. I think it was just on the Orisa, but the splash damage gets it done. And they clean up again. Nightmare. They lose their Orisa, so their progress will be limited here. They'll have to go pick up Painkiller from spawn, but they can gain a few more meters right now. And my god, Team Liquid, they're getting blown out of the water here. Coming back, Luke Vino's going to have the Kitsune rush to Team Liquid. Can take the fight, but will be forced to disengage that at some point. Difficult one to fight through. Maybe if Infected gets the Terror Surge, but Terror Surge Bowler is a way to fight through. But Vega has to be careful. He catches both those bolts. Rocket was there for the follow-up, and the bolt explosion deals with it. Chronic deals with Tree out of the sky as well. Bolt onto the Tracer, forces the recall. Chronic wants more. Pulse Bomb out from Zera. Get out of here, Zera. Chronic can't be stopped. The Kitsune Rush was used in main, that kills it as well. And Nightmare, there are still 5 minutes left on the clock, and Nightmare are threatening a full cap. All about Chronic right now. The best Freya in North America. Looks good to me. Oh my god, the bolt from across the map, and Rocket just finishes off it again. The Nightmare DPS are doing everything. Array on point. Terror Surge from Infected. He's desperate for a kill. He kills Lep. They need Trace to hold into this one now. Suzu to try and keep Infected alive. His CHP is so low though. Chronic is still here, playing for the trade. RuPaul can confirm that one with the torpedoes. Painkiller still gaining meters here. Zero can keep it contested now. They need more help though. Beerussa's still trying to force the objective. Pocket coming through. RuPaul nearly has the rate if they need it, but the respawn should be enough to save these ults, and it is 142 meters on the board. 4 minutes for Team Liquid to recover in this situation, and remember, it's for the series. Nightmare are 2 maps up. Now Nightmare get all the benefits of an early lead. They get to just play economic fights in key situations. They can just force scrappy trade-heavy fights to limit Team Liquid getting many meters on the board for any fights they do win. They have Ray advantage now, Team Liquid. They need to start winning fights, and they need them to be clean. But Rocket is in the back. He's got pressure onto RuPaul again. Kiri trying to pocket that on right now. RuPaul gets the Ray off just around the corner, but Chronic has taken Tree out of the sky. Terror Surge comes through from Painkiller. More pressure onto the back line. The Ray push hasn't found what Team Liquid wanted at all. And because they got that Freya kill, Chronic is just able to take over, forces the Tracer back. Zera has to run. He has to run. He tries to get out. He can't escape. Chronic kills that one. Ray push a failure for Team Liquid here, and Nightmare are going to take it once again to their spawn door. A late kill onto Vega, who has gone over to pair of a Kiri. Nearly has that Kitsune rush, but Luke Mino's going to have his slightly earlier. Pulse Bomb and Bowler available as well. And I mean, just Chronic in the neutral has been more than for that Team Liquid can handle in a lot of these situations. Rocket all the way behind as well. Kitsune Rush comes out on point. Vega still needs 9%. Pressure here onto the Freya to try and help him win that duel. Torpedo Pocket comes through, so Rocket will back it up. Just wants to throw the Pulse Bomb out. Misses throw onto the Orisa. So the Kitsune Rush is actually withstood by Infected. TP back from Vega. Drops a Kitsune Rush. He's going to die shortly after a from Rocket. Zera's desperate for this trade. Pressure onto the Juno. Really needs this kill onto Lep. Trying to hunt it down. They turn to deal with it, but the Terror Surge is coming from the front. Now finish all the kills. Rocket's still good for a couple of trades, as is Chronic, because the DPS are just getting it done. But they can stabilize. But it's still 142 meters. And now they have even less time to come back. We'll see if the Kiri change can change much. But, I mean, really, as much as Nightmare are doing well in all these ult fights, half of the fights they're winning are just Chronic and Rocket popping off. Remember, cast your minds back to the old Nightmare and being Crazy Raccoon. How much do we talk about the impact of what if your DPS players just go crazy? Rocket considering going for that one, but too low to commit. There is a Tracer flank going with this Kiriko as well, so Rocket's going to turn his attention that way. Play a little bit of defense instead of offense, try and force Vega out of this one. Avoiding the kunais, forces the Suzu out. Now turns his attention, wants to try and catch the TP if he can, but couldn't quite find it up. Infected's lost the frontline Tracer and all of this, and a Ray to keep pushing from left. That's just Infected dead. They don't have any ults to answer this here. And that's 2 kills right back. They're trying to deal with a flank. Trades will be the saving grace here if Zera can find anything, but a TP away from Luke Mino to preserve his life. Vega and Zera are on the flank, so they have a pincer here, Team Liquid, for this next fight. but they have to worry about this Terror Surge, potentially with a Pulse Bomb combo as well. Painkiller's taken a lot of early damage actually in this fight, has to pop the early gold. Javelin coming out to try and force him back. Painkiller has the Terror Surge if he gets in trouble. Rocket has connected another Pulse Bomb, 11% away from Ray was RuPaul. They really needed that one. Chronic wins the duel. Trade comes through on point. There's a Terror Surge to finish it with the bowler, and it's going to be a full cap. And Nightmare have obliterated Team Liquid. Quite rightly, chat are asking, does Kasaurus do any legitimate coaching? Painkiller drops a final boost. Mate, you didn't even need him today. You have bulldozed Team Liquid. Yeah, what a performance from Nightmare. Obviously, the whole team played well, right? Even Lep on, Could not handle Chronic, could not handle Rocket. The whole team played well. Even Lep fragging out on Belucio earlier. Insane performance from Nightmare. What do you mean even Lep? Not like that, as like a main support, you know? As a main support. Alright, map 3 scores, negatives across the board for Team Liquid. -5 for Infected. Why did I transfer Infected in? 11.5. Rocket is saving my week. Lep got a 5.5 there. Luke 4.58 for Chronic in that. Yeah, minuses across the board. Should we see the totals? Should we see the totals? -3.5 for Infected. -13 for Tree. 0 remains positive 3.5. -7 RuPaul. -13 Vega. -2.5 Painkiller with a respectable 9. Luke Mino a good 11.5. Lep 9.5. I should have kept Lep. I need Grapes to outscore 9.5 now to justify the transfer. Rocket has scored 25 points, by the way. 12 for Chronic and all of that. 4.5 for the one map for Rhino. 25 from Rocket. (31-0). What map was that on? Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my god, the final map was a 31-0 from Rocket. 26-2 from Chronic. Painkiller at copping the most deaths actually. 31-0. Had to rage bait on Runa's happy to take some deaths. Oh my god. You have Landon, Ziad, Sugar Free, and Rocket. You've had a great day there. Rocket and Tread joint first. Not too shabby considering Rocket 3-0'd his game and Tread lost his game. Who do you see in the finals at Riyadh? Bloody hell. I don't know anymore, Ali G. I don't know. I thought I had a clear picture before. But Falcons don't seem to be cutting the mustard. Team Liquid are up and down.
Voice only.
SSG has lost all the big games. Let's listen to Chronic though.
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. My Sion skills are on point. Great to hear from you, Chronic. Let's just talk about your team in general. I mean, no one expected heading into this stage that it's gonna be Nightmare, like the new Nightmare squad, taking basically the lunch money off of SSG and Liquid, the teams that we expected to be at the very top of the region. What is it? Is it the meta right now? Is it the Nightmare aura buff? Is it your morning routine? What makes your team so strong right now?
I think us as players, I think we mend together like really well as a team. And then obviously the meta, Freya is just my character. I don't know. It's just
literally made for you, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks,
I want to
Panda.
ask, like, what are the vibes like after that second map? Because that was it was the 3-0, and you stomped them out on the first 2 points. Like, there was classic Freya gameplay where it's like, okay, the Freyas are getting picked, so like the fights are like super extended, but it was like 100-0, then a 200-0, and it got 99-99 at the very end. But you were like doming Tree. Like, you must have been kind of elated because people are saying Tree's like the best Freya in NA right now, and you kind of, well, just kicked him out the door and shot it in his face.
Yeah, I think Tree is insane at Freya. I think him and I are like at the standings of the best Freys in NA, but obviously I think I showed that might be going to me.
He's right.
Do you
He's
enjoy playing
right.
Freya? Because we talked to Exodial earlier today, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm doing well, but like, I really don't like playing her." You seem to enjoy it.
I love Freya. It's like my favorite character added to Overwatch. She's so fun.
All right, Chronic, quick question for you. I'm not gonna make it too complicated. I need your sensitivity and DPI settings, bro. What are they?
1600 2.25. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Bam.
That's
There
the
you
truth.
go.
There you go.
Okay.
For all
Try
the
this at
8-year-olds in
home.
chat. Sorry, you won't get that reference, Chronic. But there you go in chat. There you go. That's the settings for you.
That's for all the 80-year-olds in chat. Thank you so much.
Aspiring Freya players. That's how Chronic does it.
Chronic, thank you so much for sharing some
He has a
insight
1K
and
monetary
for
sensitivity
putting up
matter he
a
sees a
clinic
future.
on the server. With that, you also earned yourself the player of the match honor.
Piss
so
off did he spend $1 grand on a
congratulations to you.
monitor.
And of course,
Insane performance.
yeah, once again, congrats to the team. We continue seeing
That's
you guys
literally your
pop up like
sense.
that. It's been an absolute
He
joy.
stole it
So
from
thank
you,
so much for
Agent
joining us.
Z-Main.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. It was a gift? Oh, okay. That's more justifiable then. I mean, it's still a lot, but maybe it's paying for itself at this point. All right. What a day of Overwatch. We had a lot of banger 3-2s. Dogfights at the bottom. Kind of rolls at the top in a lot of situations, but unexpected rolls, like I thought Alcad could really beat VP today, but I was not expecting a 3-0. Likewise, were GK favourites against SSG? I think the answer is yes, but I was not expecting a 3-0. All right. Well, I said it would be a good day of Overwatch, right? I that's how I build it, and I think it's delivered, honestly. Yeah, SSG down in 6th. Team Liquid down. Fuck. Is it a curse to be a partner team? There's something about the partnership curse. T1 is doing well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, confirmation of our games tomorrow. And while we had a lot of top of the table clashes today, we're going to get some more bottom of the table clashes. Quick and Frost Tails for 2 newly promoted teams. Dildux and Supernova, similar situation for 2 newly promoted teams. Extinction and Sakura. I think that's going to be a pretty good game. I'd favor Sakura in it. TU versus TM, which if I listen to the streets, I've got one side of the street telling me TU are in great form, they're going to win. I've got the other side of the street telling me TM are going to dominate. To be fair, even the TU side of the street was saying, wow, TU might be back. TM are even more back and potentially the strongest team in Europe right now. TU are winning for Scrimbucks. I think against everyone except for TM, which is bad news because they play TM tomorrow. But hey, never rule them out, right? TU going to be the first partner team to be relegated? No. They're not a partner team. TU are going to be the second salaried team to be relegated after Vision. So it's not even that big an achievement, you know? Vision beat him to the punch on that. All right. We're getting comms, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. The comms are really quiet. They should turn down the music for this. I like the idea of a comms check finish, but it's like hard to hear it over the music. Heard there was a dogfight. Well, Yeah, in EMEA, there was a dogfight. You know, Genji fought for their fucking lives. And they lived to fight another day. In North America, there was a dogfight, but one of the dogs was 3 times the size of the other dog. And it's not the dog you're thinking of. Nightmare with a big dog all along. Alright, I can turn this down now. Team Liquid equal Chihuahua? True. True. How is Nightmare always good for it? I don't know. I mean, this team did look good on paper. Don't get me wrong, this Nightmare team, good on paper for sure. But yeah, I thought they'd be in the mix for one of the Esports World Cup spots. Remember, top 3 from North America qualify. So I thought they would be in the mix, like maybe a dark horse for it, outside chance type of thing. But making themselves front runner, right? Like, again, caveat to all these regular season games is it doesn't matter until it matters, right? Doesn't matter until it matters. But it's certainly worrying signs. If we look at the table here, Nightmare are 4-0. And this isn't any Kappa 4-0 where they've only played weak teams or whatever. This is SSG beaten. Obviously, even Supernova Sakura. Sakura, I think, I expected to be like the 5th place team. So again, like, dominant win there. They smashed Team Liquid. Supernova got more maps off Nightmare than Team Liquid did. With bloody Sam on the roster. Come on. Who can take more maps off Nightmare? The Team Liquid 6-player roster? Or Sam? And what are Nightmare's... They have to play Extinction next week. Feels like a slam dunk. Then they got Dildux, another slam dunk. And bloody... This GK Nightmare game in week 6? Is this going to be the 1st and 2nd place decider? I mean, seems that way as well. Seems that way, right? Right? So... Yeah, so I don't know. SSG have lost to all the big teams and now have a pretty clean run of it. So, they can swing back here, but SSG a lot of problems to try and solve by the time it comes up to playoffs. Over on EMEA, is this fully updated? I think so, yeah. OWCS look like the top dog here, the only team to win all of their games, and they've played the most possible games at this point. Everyone else is just in a bit of a scrap, right, between all these, like, you know, 1 win separating everything from 2nd to 7th right now. So we know who's the top dog, we know who's the bottom dog. The middle 6 is in question. The middle 6 in question. So yeah, EMEA is going to be a dogfight. I mean, even if we go to Korea, like, honestly... Like, my power rankings are looking not too accurate. But I swear to God, nobody has these power rankings. Nobody has these power rankings as we look at the tables right now. AG unbeaten. T1 being impressive, but being in 5th. Like, T1 feel like they passed the eye test. But, you know, fixtures obviously. A few more games in Korea, right? So, a bit of, like, different number of fixtures. But yeah, bizarre. Freya has really topsy-turvied a lot of the power rankings in many ways. I think the prevalence of Hazard as well has swung it. The inability to play Winston is probably part of the reason we're seeing such a big swing in North America as well. Playoffs haven't happened yet, so there's still chance. Yeah, there's still chance. Yeah. Crazy. I'm an AG stan and put CR and Zeta above them. Team Falcons, Zeta. Only thing I had wrong was Old Ocean above both face. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, should we do a quick preview of tomorrow, and then I'll get to bed because I need to be up in a few hours for more Overwatch. Ooh. All right, let's see. Yeah, where am I going? Fixtures, fixtures, fixtures. Let's start as it will happen in the day. So T1 versus Vesta will kick off our day. So sorry, to answer your question quickly, Ayua, T1 versus Zeta, 100% T1 versus Zeta. Outrageously good. If there's one game you're going to watch from today, if you're joining now or you missed some of the action earlier, that is the game. T1 versus Zeta. Game of the day. All right, good night, no idea. Appreciate all the work today. But yeah, fixture-wise for tomorrow, Vesta versus T1. So, you know, a nice, easy start, right? Or maybe wake up a little bit tired. I'll have a breakfast sandwich. We'll ease ourselves into the day. And we'll get a nice, easy one to kick us off. Because then we need that warm-up. Because Crazy Raccoon are going to play All Gamers Global. Big fixture. Big fixture for both teams. All Gamers Global defending their unbeaten run, looking for a perfect regular season. Crazy Raccoon stand in their way. And if you can't see it right now, but Crazy Raccoon have 3 games left and they have to play All Gamers Global, then Zeta Division, and then Falcons. So Crazy Raccoon have a really end or like late, their schedule's loaded at the back end of the calendar. So even though they're 4-1 now, Crazy Raccoon, honestly, that it get really ropey actually. So then Zeta are going to play Poker Face, and we should just be back in, you know, comfort zone. Zeta strong favourites for that one. So that'll be sort of some sort of like more chilled bookends to the big fixture in the middle. When we go to EMEA, we're going to get Frosttails versus Quick. For 2 newly promoted teams, obviously it feels like Frosttails haven't made a huge amount of progress from a promotion, but Quick's ability to play and to look like a team that belong in OWCS really seems to be there, right? A narrow loss to VP followed by a narrow victory over TU. Feels like Quick Esports are very much earning their place in OWCS. And what they've done now is they've had good results or good performances against some of the more established or higher paid teams. Quick now need to make sure they do the job against Frosttails. So an important game, could turn into a bit of a dogfight, but really important for Quick to win, because as much as it's nice to have good performances against VP, send them to map 5, etc., and obviously even nicer to beat TU, gotta win the games you meant to win. So important one for Quick. Then we get TU versus TM. Scrimbucks have TM as the current best in EMEA. So we'll get to see that in practice. TU are also reportedly trending up, so we'll see a bit of a clash there. We'll see if TU have maybe made a bit of a bounce back from a disappointing Quick result. So that should be probably the best series in EMEA for sure. Then NA is, we saw the top 4 teams play today, which means, of course, we're going to see the bottom 4 teams. The bottom 4 teams in quotation marks. I'm really doing a lot of sweeping under the rug here for SSG as per the sponsor. So the bottom 4 teams in my North American Power Rankings are going to go head-to-head here. Dilducks versus Supernova, the 2 newly promoted teams. I would make Supernova pretty strong favourites for that, and then Extinction versus Sakura. I'm expecting Sakura to be favourites, but as is the nature, these could all turn into scraps. You know, like one of the most interesting series we watched today, we saw a lot of top table clashes that were just 3-0s, but Onside Gaming versus Vesta, if anyone was here at 9 a.m. today, I mean, that was a fun series. We're in Toilet Bowl, maybe, but I don't think it's even actually a Toilet Bowl, you know, in terms of like the level of gameplay isn't that bad, but it's a barroom brawl, you know, barroom brawl. That was a good series. Likewise, Genji versus Peps, right? That was a fun watch as well. So I think, while we might not get the same number of headline fixtures tomorrow, I think we're still in for a lot of fun games at the very least. So I should get myself to bed. Very grateful for everyone today for bearing with me. Thank you to CarQ and Cran for the big raids. Thank you for everyone for bearing with me through the technical issues. I'll shake my fist at my router one more time. Smooth sailing once we got back, though, at least. So I appreciate everyone's patience while I was dealing with all of that. Thanks for watching today. I'll get the VODs uploaded, and I'll see you in the morning for Korea, or maybe I'll see you in the evening for all of this. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone, or get a good night's sleep, whichever point of the day you're at, and I'll see you in a few hours for some more. If you miss any of the action, for subs, the videos are on Twitch. For everyone else, the live VOD is on YouTube right after this, or the individual match VODs will be going up on my second VODs channel as well. Obviously, the Genji Peps one is going to be scuffed because that's when I had internet problems, but everything else will be there. If you need something to watch, go watch that part 1 of the Genji VOD where the stream dies and it's just a recording of me trying to fix my router, talking to myself with no internet. Some behind the scenes for you. All right, good night, everyone. Take care. I'll find someone to raid, shall I? Let's see. Who's looking good right now? I could do Tomathan, but I guess he would be going off soon. Was Cap going to be on for a while? Should I do a red Cap one? What's Cap up to?
We're hacking lap again, right? Like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, what
He's
are
safe.
we doing hacking
This guy's
lap
locked
twice?
in,
Who
mate.
is
He's doing a
supposed to be
review.
punishing lap and following up? Is it
I'm
infected?
sending you guys to Cap. I'm
Or is it
actually
Tree?
going to follow him as well.
I don't know who it's supposed to be. I don't know.
All right. Good night, everyone. See you in the morning.